Amandla! Viva ANC, viva! Viva COSATU, viva! Viva SACP, viva! Viva Sanko, viva! Long live the spirit of Nelson Mandela, long live! Long live the spirit of Albertina Sisulu, long live! Long live the spirit of Joe Slovo, long live! Long live the spirit of Chris Hani, long live! Long live the spirit of Langalibale Letube, long live! Amandla! Amandla! Sanbonan! Dumela! Abhishek! Dimasiari! Comrades, it's a pleasure to be here at this momentous occasion when we have so many of us here. I extend my greetings to the National Chairperson, the Deputy President of the ANC, Comrade David Mabuza, the national officials of the ANC, members of the National Executive Committee, members of the Provincial Executive Committee of Gauteng, as led by Comrade David Makura, and I extend my greetings to the Women's League, Malibongwe, Malibongwe, roar young lions, roar, roar young lions, roar. I extend my greetings to the leadership of the Veterans League, and I also extend my greetings, comrades, to former President Kgalema Motlanthe, who is here with us. I also extend my greetings to Isithwalandwe, Ubaba uAndrew Mlangeni, no Mama uSophie Brain. We also wish to welcome former President of Nigeria, President Goodluck Jonathan, who is here as part of the observer mission for our elections. Let us thank him for being here, comrades. I also extend my greetings to the leaders of former liberation movements from Southern Africa, Frelimo from Mozambique, MPLA from Angola, ZANU-PF from Zimbabwe, SWAPO from Namibia, ABC from Lesotho, BDP from Botswana, and BNP from Botswana as well. I also extend greetings to leaders of faith-based organizations who always come here to pray for us on this occasion. Leaders of non-governmental organizations, leaders of business organizations, our traditional leaders who always grace these occasions, and we thank them for being here, comrades and friends and fellow South Africans. We hold this rally at a momentous time in our country as we meet here at Ellis Park. There are others of our comrades and compatriots who are meeting in Moses Mabhida in KwaZulu-Natal. We say halala KZN halala. There are others who are also meeting like we are in the Johannesburg Stadium just next door. This stadium can only take 62,000 and the other 38,000 are in Johannesburg Stadium. As we speak, we say halala Johannesburg Stadium halala. Others are in Soweto, in Vilakazi Street, and we also say halala Vilakazi Street halala. We are here in our tens of thousands coming here to launch our final victory march, because we are marching to victory. Whether they like it or not, the ANC is on the march to victory on the 8th of May. Bayathanda noma bathandi, i-ANC izonqoba noma kanjani. Comrades, as we commence our message, I would like us to just observe a quick moment of silence for our people who died in the floods in Natal, KZN, as well as in the Eastern Cape, in Port St. John's. But also observe a moment of silence for our people in Southern Africa who died in Mozambique, in Malawi, in Zimbabwe, and those who also died in Tanzania in the southern part. Let us remember them and pay our respects to them. Just very quickly, comrades, let us observe that moment of silence. Thank you, comrades. Comrades, we are here to make our clarion call to the people of South Africa, to call them to action, because the time to action has now arrived. Lifikile ixesha lokuthi Siyanqoba. We are gathered here to say that the future of our country is in your hands. Is in the hands of our people here in South Africa. This is a call to all the people of our country, to the young people of our country who want to learn, who want to work, who want to build a life that is better than what they have today. It is a call to the mothers and the fathers who want decent homes and quality health care, who want to live in safe communities and who want the best for their children. This is also a call to the workers of our country who want decent wages, a healthy workplace, who want to gain new skills and also be given new opportunities. Our call today is also to labor tenants who continue to live in great difficulties on the farms of our country, to farm workers who want land so that they can call their land their own, who want water and seeds and implements. This is a call to all South Africans, black and white, young and old, and women and men. It is a call to action. It is also a call to every South African to go out in our large numbers to vote on Wednesday for a new era of growth, for a renewal, and also for transformation. This, comrades and fellow South Africans, is a decisive moment in our country, in the history of South Africa. This is a moment when we must choose between the past and the future. This is a moment where we must choose to return to a past of conflict and anger, of corruption and also hunger. Or we can choose to embark on a path of renewal and go forward to a future of peace, stability, jobs, and progress. That moment has come for all of us as South Africans. As the people of South Africa, let us declare with one clear and loud voice that we choose to go forward and not backwards. We choose hope over despair. We choose renewal over stagnation. We choose growth over decline. This is the message, comrades, that our people gave us as we went through the length and the breadth of South Africa, from Mitchell's Plain and Khayelitsha in the Western Cape to Musina and Thohoyandou in the north, from Gwavuma and KwaMashu, and also Uppington and Springbok, from Tata, from Vredendal in the west of our country. This is the message our people gave us. We have met with workers in their factories, on the farms, and also on the mines. We've met with artisans, shop assistants. We've met with teachers, with nurses, with doctors, with students, with artists. We've also met with the many pensioners in our country. We've met business people, professionals, farmers, religious leaders, and traditional leaders. We've met people whose lives have been transformed over the last 25 years of democracy. But we have also met people, comrades, without work. We've also met people without proper shelter, without a high school education, without running water and decent sanitation. We've met people with disability who have told us that there is discrimination that they face on an ongoing basis. They've told us about their struggles to access education, and in particular the difficulties that they have to find jobs. We've met young and old, women and men, African, colored, Indian and white. We've heard them speak with many voices. They have spoken to us of their aspirations, their concerns, as well as their frustrations. And we have said, yes, we have heard them speak with a voice, with one voice about their country, the country that they love, and united and fair nation that they want to live in. They have reminded us of the achievements of the past 25 years, of the houses that have been built, the jobs that have been created, the education that has been provided, and the many horizons that have been broadened for them. But they have also been critical, comrades, of our shortcomings. They have told us where service delivery has failed them, where infrastructure has not been maintained, where people with authority and responsibility have abused their positions and stolen public money. They are frustrated at the slow rate of economic growth and the grinding effects of poverty and unemployment. Parents have told us that they are grateful for the efforts that our government has made to educate their children, but they are frustrated when they see their children, after qualifying with diplomas, certificates, and degrees, where they cannot find jobs. We have heard of the difficulties many of them continue to face in the midst of tough economic conditions, of the bills that our people have to pay, of the rising cost of food, of the rising costs of petrol and transport. We have listened to workers talk about all the conditions they've subjected to. They've raised all these issues with us directly and bluntly because they know that the ANC is the only organization that can address their concerns. Vaswitiba kuri ANC ntsena leyi nga ta va pfuna ka swilo leswi va hanyaku ka swona. Va swi tiva u ri ndi ANC fedzi ine ya do kona u ri thuse batho va hashu. Hava vang'we va kosoko hamba, va kosoko tamba. They know the remarkable progress that we have been made together over 25 years, but they also know that much more could have been done and much more needs to be done, because our people want jobs, and they want jobs now, not tomorrow. They want to see progress in their lives now, not tomorrow. The young people in our country want to work. They don't want handouts. They don't want to be told that when they want jobs, they must first get experience. They say experience must be done away with so that they can get jobs now. And we agree with that. We agree that indeed experience must be done away with. Our young people must be brought into jobs. Our people want better service delivery. They have been protesting, and rightly so, because they want a better life. Our people want better service delivery. They want clean water. They want sanitation. They want houses. They want better roads. They want land to farm. And they want us to deal with criminals. They want us to eliminate drugs. And they want us to stop the abuse of women and children. And so today, comrades, as the ANC, we say to the people of South Africa, we have heard you. Sizwile, rukwile, himitwile, robapfa, on said baya moiche war. We have listened closely with great humility. Where we have been found wanting, we accept the criticism that is being leveled against us. Where we have made mistakes, we are humble enough to acknowledge the mistakes without any qualification. We admit that we have made mistakes, and we put ourselves before our people and say, yes, we have made mistakes, but it is only those who are doing nothing who don't make mistakes. Bathi izinja zikhonkonta ehambayo azikhonkoti emile futhi ziyayichamela. Thina njengokongolosi sithi yebo, siyawavuma amaphutha esiwenzile, sizibeka phambi kwenu njengomphakathi, sithi siyaxolisa lapho senze amaphutha khona. Sithi le kongolosi yenu, le kongolosi yenu lapho yenze amaphutha khona yaxolisa. Mori entseng diphoso teng, rona ke rona fela mo South Africa who are the political party who will accept where we have made missteps. Laba abanye, they are arrogant enough not to accept where they have erred. So Tina Seti, we are here. We are ready. We are ready to serve our people. We will do what our people expect us to do. Today, gathered here are the leaders of our movement, the volunteers of our movement, the membership of our movement, and we say unequivocally, we are ready. We are ready to serve. We are ready to serve the people of South Africa. We are also ready, comrades, to work together side by side with all South Africans to build a country in which all may thrive, in which all of us can prosper. We all know that if we are united, there is nothing that can stop us, and there is nothing that we cannot achieve. We defeated the monster of apartheid. Working together, we can achieve the same now with the challenges that we face. That is why, working together, comrades, we are growing the economy of our country to benefit all the people of South Africa. We have said that we are going to increase the level of investment in our country, and in fact, we are determined to raise 1.4 trillion rand to be invested in our economy. Iningi leyo mali ngeke uze uyibale uyiqede, but we are going to raise it. It has never been done before in South Africa, and only the African National Congress will be able to mobilize these resources to be invested in our country. We are determined to achieve it because through this type of investment, we will be able to build factories, we will be able to build mines, we will be able to build call centers, we will be able to ensure that agriculture becomes a sunrise sector in our economy. We will be able to build refineries. We will be able to create jobs for our people. It is by removing barriers to investment and ending all the policy uncertainties and challenges, by creating space for black entrants in our economy, by making our economy more competitive, that we will reach the higher levels of the type of inclusive growth that we want. It is by further strengthening the social compact between government and labor, business and civil society, and communities that we will be able to create decent jobs. And comrades, we don't just talk about jobs. We know how to create jobs. When we got into power, there were only 8 million people working in South Africa. Today, there are 16 million people who are working in South Africa. And that has been the efforts of none other than the African National Congress. So we know how to create jobs. You heard our Premier here, Comrade David Makura, saying that 48% of the jobs that have been created recently were created here in Gauteng. There are provinces that claim that are not governed by South Africa, by ANC, that say they've created more jobs. People who do research have actually confirmed that that is not the case. It is here in Gauteng, the engine of the economy of our country, where more jobs have been created, and we applaud our comrades here in Gauteng for the tremendous work that they continue to do to engineer growth in the economy of our province. It is through, comrades, working in initiatives like the Youth Employment Service that we are creating jobs. The Gauteng government set for 1 million, the Nasrec initiative, that we will create pathways for job opportunities for young people. It is through working with companies to recruit young people that we are going to be able to reach higher levels of employment. It is through our industrial incentive schemes, the special economic zones, the industrial parks that we are revamping in our townships. We said in our stimulus project that we are going to revamp industrial parks all over the country, in the Free State, here in Gauteng, in the Eastern Cape, in KZN, and Northern Cape. We are revamping those, and in Northwest, and jobs are now being created, and more jobs are going to be created. Ngoba thina asikhulumi nje, siyayenza. Aribuyi fela, mthweri buang re ayetsa, barata kapa barati siyaqhuba. It is through the expansion of small business incubation programs and through greater financial support for small businesses that we will build a nation of entrepreneurs and innovators. Yes, comrades, we are going to focus on the township economy. We want our townships where our people are demonstrating that they are entrepreneurs. We have seen it with our own eyes. I saw it many a times as we walked through the streets of our township, that our people are true entrepreneurs. In the streets of our townships, our people are doing business. We want to bolster that economy in the townships. We want to support our people in the townships who do business, the women in our townships, the young people in our townships, the cooperatives that operate in our townships as well. We want to also support businesses in our rural areas, and many of our rural people are entrepreneurs. They are farmers. They deal in trade. They make things. They grow things. And they are the ones we want to support, because the future of our economy lies in us being able to bolster economic activity, especially in the townships, in the rural areas, and throughout the country. And we are going to accelerate, comrades, the redistribution of land. This we are committed to doing as our conference concluded or resolved. And we are going to help the farming people in our country to finance them so that we can ignite the agricultural revolution that will transform South Africa's countryside. It is by investing in tourism, as well as in mining, in telecommunications, in textiles, and the clothing industry, in manufacturing, and the oceans economy, that we will be able to create a truly diverse economy that can compete in a challenging global environment. Comrades, yesterday we were the tourism in Daba, in Durban, and KZN, where 80 countries were participating, and we found that the world is warming up to South Africa. They want to come in their millions, and that is why we want our young people to get into the tourism industry, to go and learn skills at colleges and universities, because the tourism industry beckons, and that is where more and more jobs are going to be created. The ocean's economy, the 3,000-kilometer line around our country on the oceans, is calling our people to get involved in the ocean's economy so that we can exploit our seas, either for fishing, for maritime transportation, for building boats, for building tugboats, and many others. That is what is waiting ahead of us as we continue to build our economy. Comrades, there is a lot that awaits us. This period of renewal and the new dawn is beckoning, is calling all of us to now embrace the new dawn and the renewal process so that we can move South Africa forward and grow our economy. The ANC has shown over many years that we can work with labor, with business and communities to mobilize investment, to create jobs, to create working conditions, to improve working conditions, and to implement also the national minimum wage. We held a job summit, and at the job summit, we said that we are poised to create 275,000 jobs, excluding the normal jobs that will be created in the economy. As the ANC, we know what it takes to open factories and mines, to attract tourists, to do all the things that will improve our economy. We also know what needs to be done to grow our economy, and this is where we're saying we need to work together. But if all these efforts are to be successful, we must ensure that the youth of this country have the skills and that they need to know precisely how the world of work works. Working together, we will ensure that our children receive the best quality education possible, because every moment in a child's development is important to us. The ANC is serious about education, and we are going to make sure that 2 years of early childhood development is made compulsory for all children, because that is the firm foundation that our children need. We are going to say to parents, the 2 years of early childhood are now going to be compulsory. Abazali bafanele ukuthi bazi ukuthi abantwana bafanele ukuthi bangene ku-early childhood development on a compulsory basis. Mawungakwenzi kunganzeka ukuthi nawe uyongena ejele. Ngoba sifuna abantwana bethu bafunde. If we do not reach our children before the age of 5, they will spend the rest of their lives catching up. Unless they can read and write from the earliest years of school, they will always struggle to learn, to understand, and to find jobs. Unless they have teachers who are competent and committed, unless they have parents who are supportive, unless we have education officials who are honest and efficient, we will fail our children. We will not allow another generation of South Africans to be consigned to the life of poverty. We will not allow the doors of our universities and colleges to remain closed to the children of the poor and the working class. And that is why amabhazari for abantwana bethu, di-bursary tse bana ba rona ba di fiwang, re tla tswella pele go ba fa di-bursary gore ba kene di-college, ba kene di-university, gore ba kgone go tswella pele ka maphelo a bona. La hopola he, re ile re batla gore le bana ba rona ba banyane re etse gore ha ba sa le banyane ba fumane di-tablet, ba kgone go ruteha hantle ba sa le banyane. Seo re tla se etsa go qala hona jwale dilemo tse 5 tse latelang. Seo ke sesupo se bontshang hore ka nnete re le mokgatlo wa ANC re ikemiseditse hore thuto ya bana ba rona e tswelle pele ka tsela e nepahetseng. E tlile ha re sheba hantle go tšhelete e ntshiwang ke mmuso wa rona, e ngata ya yona e kenywa go tsena tsa thuto, ka gobane re batla gore setšhaba sa heso se be setšhaba sa batho ba ruteileng. Re tswella pele ka mesebetsi yohle ya mahlweni, hi swilo leswi hinkwaswo hi lava ku ri vanhu va hina va va na vutomi byo saseka. Hi lava ku ri vanhu va hina va tshama kahle. Hi lava ku ri vanhu va hina va va na titliliniki, va va na swibedhlela. Hi lava ku ri vana va hina va va madokotela, va va ti-engineer, va va manesi. Hi lava ku ri va va matixere na malecturer na maprofesa. Hi ya mahlweni hi swona hinkwaswo. Hi te ro ri do fata dzindu, ngauri batho ba hashu ba kha di ṱoḓa dzindu. Rine ro fata dzindu nnzhi nga maanḓa, dzino fhira 4 million. Vhaṅwe vhathu vha sokou amba, rine ri khou fata dzindu. We have said that we are determined to build, yes, up to 1 million houses in the next 5 years, because wherever we have gone throughout the length and the breadth of our country, our people have said, we want houses. We want to lead a better life. And we have listened to the voices of our people. But we have also listened to the voices of the women in our country. Rotecheresa bomme bashangula ashu, roba phazabude bachiamba, rodi pachipinga chaure ritecherese zabude. Viva ANC, viva! Fofa ANC, fofa! Fofa ANC, fofa! Samela ko udimo, ANC samela ko udimo. Hamba phezulu, ANC hamba phezulu. The women of our country remain the pillars of the communities of our country, and yet patriarchal attitudes continue to deny women and the girls of our country their dignity and their rights. They continue, comrades, to bear the brunt of poverty, and they continue to wear the face of discrimination in our country. They continue to be discriminated against in the workplace. They are subjected to the most brutal gender-based violence and femicide. Today, as the African National Congress, we recommit ourselves to a truly non-sexist South Africa, working with the broader women and gender movement. We will continue to take practical steps to advance the emancipation of women. Malibongwe. Malibongwe. That is why we will ensure that girl children complete school and realize their academic potential. That is why we will ensure that women have equal opportunity at work, and that working together we end all forms of gender-based violence. And that is why 53% of the ANC's candidates in this election are women. Nelitsi bantweuna, more listing ya rona, 53% ya batho ba re ba romelang parlamente le di provincial legislatures ke bo mme le bo ausi, ke ANC fela e kgonang ho etsa ntho tse jwalo. Only the African National Congress, because it has embraced gender equality completely. Comrades and friends and compatriots, let us declare here and now that we will never surrender our freedom to corruption and state capture, that we will never surrender what our forebears struggled for, to corrupt deeds and state capture. We refuse to surrender to those. Let us declare here and now that we will not submit and we will not retreat, that we will fight with every means at our disposal to ensure that those who occupy positions of authority serve only the public interest and our people, not their own pockets and not themselves. Over the last year, we have taken decisive steps to fight corruption across society. This we did because our conference in 2017 identified this as an important task and a challenge that we have to fight. The Zondo Commission is busy uncovering the nature and extent of state capture. We have done much to restore the credibility and effectiveness of a number of institutions that had been weakened: the National Prosecution Authority, the South African Revenue Service, the South African Police Service, and the State Security Agency. But the road ahead, comrades, is long, and there is still much to be done. We should expect resistance from those who have benefited from wrongdoing. But let there be no doubt that those who are responsible for malfeasance and also corruption will be held to account, because we have to restore the rule of law. The police and prosecutors will further be strengthened, and their independence will be assured so that they can do their work without any hindrance, without any fear or favor or prejudice. We are determined, comrades, that those who are found guilty of corruption or involvement in state capture will not be allowed to occupy positions of responsibility either in the ANC, in Parliament, or in government. This is important if we are to deal with the issue of integrity. The era of impunity, comrades, is over. We are now entering a period of accountability. We are now entering an era of consequence management. As the ANC, we have embarked on a period of renewal and rebuilding. Having accepted our mistakes, we also recognize our patronage and corruption have eroded the people's trust and confidence in their movement, and how they have undermined these two things, our ability to serve the interests of South Africans. That is why we've been working hard, comrades, to restore the integrity of our movement. This we were mandated to do by our national conference, and we will do it without any fail. We have been working to rebuild our structures that are in touch with the people of our country, which take forward the struggles of our communities. We are working to ensure that public representatives, yes, serve the interests of our communities. We are working hard to restore the ANC to an organization worthy of the leaders such as Chief Albert Lutuli, Moses Kotani, Moses Mabhida, Lillian Ngoyi, Oliver Tambo, Albertina Sisulu, Winnie Madikizela Mandela, Nelson Mandela, Darcy September, Elijah Bakhai, Chris Hani, Joe Slovo and Chris Hani as well. The people of South Africa, comrades, expect and demand nothing less of us. Today, comrades, is a call to action. This is a call to action to the volunteer aid, to the thousands of ANC members and supporters who have campaigned over the last few months with great enthusiasm and dedication. And comrades, let me thank our volunteers. Forward, Gama volunteer, forward. Forward, Gama volunteer, forward. I also want to thank the various leaders of our movement, from the National Executive Committee to provincial executive committees, RECs, BECs, as well as our election structures for the wonderful work that they have done. We also want to thank Comrade Fikile Mbalula, who has been leading our election campaign. He really razzmatazed our election, and we thank him for that. We thank you all for the hard work, comrades. We salute your commitment to a better and brighter South Africa for all. However, our biggest task still lie ahead. On Wednesday, comrades, each and every one of us must go from ward to ward, from street to street, from door to door, and get out our people to go and vote. We cannot allow the hard work that we have put in the last few months to be laid to waste. We cannot allow all our hopes and growth and renewal to be dashed. We must do everything, comrades, within our means to ensure that every ANC voter casts their ballot paper on that day. I've been saying, comrades, I want all of us to go out and vote in the most impressive way. And I've been saying, I want each one of us to wake up early on the 8th. Wake up early to go and vote. If you sleep with someone in your bed, wake them up and say, sweetheart, let us go and vote. I am going to do exactly the same. I am going to say to my wife that wake me up and say, sweetheart, let's go and vote. On that day, I'm saying we don't do anything else. We wake up and vote. If you are used to waking up and talk to your sweetheart about your children, your neighbors, and so on, I say on that day you don't do it. You just wake up and go and vote. If you are used to waking up and doing other things, I say you don't do those things. You will do them after voting. We just all wake up and go and vote. If you sleep alone, I'm saying wake up those. Yeah, if you sleep alone like this guy in front of me here. Yeah, this guy, I think he sleeps alone. You wake up and wake up everybody else, and we all go and vote. The work that we have done over the past few months has been extensive. The work we do over the next few days will determine, comrades, the future of our country for many years to come. Today is a call to action to the people of South Africa. It is a call to join us on the journey of hope and renewal. It is a call to every South African to go to the voting station and go and cast your vote. Our stations will be open as early as 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. And remember to bring your ID book so that you can vote properly. Although the ballot paper is very long, it is easy to find the African National Congress. You will see the name of the ANC. You will see our logo in the form of the spear and the shield and our black, green and gold. And you will see the face of a certain gentleman, and that you will see as number 4 on the ballot paper, on the national ballot paper, and that will be number 2 or 3 on the provincial ballot paper, because we are saying, first ballot paper, vote ANC. Second ballot paper, vote ANC. First ballot paper, second ballot paper, because, comrades, there is no other alternative. There is no other political party that deserves your vote as South Africans as the ANC does, because the ANC is the only one that can take our country forward. This is the only organization that our people are storing their hopes in. Today, we want to thank the many South Africans that we have met over the last few months, who have shared their stories with us, who have also shared their worries with us. We want to thank those South Africans who have made suggestions to us, who have also expressed their hopes and their dreams. We thank you all from the bottom of our hearts. It is those South Africans who have taken the trouble to come forward to talk to us and articulated their hopes, their fears, and their aspirations, and we thank them all. Ours is a message of national unity. Ours is a message of hope. We have a message of renewal. We do not have a message of hatred. We do not have a message of drama. We do not have a message of rhetoric. We do not have a message of empty promises. We call on South Africans to vote for the only political party that has the capability to unite South Africans in realizing our common aspirations for a better life. Let us build a nation of solidarity where each takes responsibility for the well-being of the other. Let us build a nation of honesty and integrity. Let us build a great country which belongs to all South Africans. When we were on the election campaign, some of the people would hold out placards and say, "President, make South Africa great again." And I'm saying, yes, we want to make our country great. We want to renew our country. We want to rebuild this great country of ours. To all the people of our country, our message is a simple one. Let us join hands and grow South Africa together. Let us together address the challenges that our country faces. Let us create jobs together. Let us defeat corruption. Let us fight gangs that are terrorizing our communities. Let us create a national health insurance that will work for all our people. Yes, let us fight crime. Let us stop farm evictions. Will you join me as we renew South Africa? Will you join me on the 8th as we build South Africa to be the South Africa of our dreams? The ANC is not a government in waiting. We are the government today. Others are saying they are waiting to be in government. We are the government. We are the governing party, and the majority of South Africans, black and white, once again are going to elect the African National Congress to govern South Africa without any fail. Others talk, we do. Others scream, we build houses. Others criticize, we provide water to our people. Others make false promises, we build clinics and hospitals. Others want to create jobs, we create jobs. Others jump on rooftops, we are the ones who provide ARVs for those who are living with HIV. Others praise themselves for what they have not done. We are paying pension and grants to 17 million South Africans. Others scare off investors. We are inviting investors to come to our countries. Others insult us. We respect the people of South Africa. During this election campaign, we have not spoken about other parties. We have just been focusing on the African National Congress because we are confident, we are sure of our message. Asinavalo, asisabi, nakhona asina inzondo. We know that we are going to be the government of tomorrow. We are going to be the government after the 8th. Bayathanda noma bathandi lokho kuzawenzeka, because now is the time. Now is the time. Vote ANC. Vote ANC. Niyabasaba na. Niyabasaba na. Comrades, our victory is certain. I can smell it, I can touch it, I can feel it, I dream about it, and our victory, a decisive victory, is upon us. Let us go out in our large numbers and go and show them that South Africa wants the ANC to take our beautiful country forward. Ngoba vele kufanele ukuthi ungene ukongolosi. Tata ANC tata. Tata ANC tata. Ena ANC ngena. Kena ANC kena. Ilaba kurungena ANC ngena. Ngoba ANC ngoba. Tata zonke ANC tata zonke. Boso kimangna. Boso kimangna. Boso kimangna. Ifikile inkunzi ebizwa u-ANC madoda. Izawungena i-ANC bayathanda noma abathandi. Ifikile inkunzi, i-ANC akusilona ithole inkunzi yamampela. Izawungena iwuphathe lo mhlaba, izawuqhubeka iye phambili. Ngena ANC amandla, amandla,
unity, ubunye.